The American Civil War, fought between the northern states loyal to the Union and the southern states that seceded to form the Confederate States of America, stands as one of the defining moments in U.S. history. Lasting from 1861 to 1865, this conflict arose from deep-rooted tensions over issues such as slavery, states' rights, and regional economic disparities. The war's impact was profound, reshaping the nation and leaving an indelible mark on American society. Causes of the conflict. The seeds of the Civil War were sown decades before the first shots were fired at Fort Sumter in April 1861. The institution of slavery, deeply ingrained in the Southern economy and society, became a central point of contention. The North, with its burgeoning industrial economy, increasingly viewed slavery as incompatible with its vision of a modern, free society. Economic differences between the agrarian South and the industrial North further exacerbated tensions. Disputes over tariffs, infrastructure investments, and the role of the federal government in regulating commerce intensified the divide. Secession and formation of the Confederacy. South Carolina was the first state to secede from the Union in December 1860, followed by Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, and Texas. In February 1861, representatives from these seceding states convened in Montgomery, Alabama, to establish the Confederate States of America, adopting a constitution that closely mirrored that of the United States. The election of Abraham Lincoln as the 16th President of the United States in 1860 fueled Southern fears of increased federal interference in their affairs. While Lincoln was not an abolitionist, his opposition to the extension of slavery into new territories heightened Southern concerns about the future of their peculiar institution. Fort Sumter and the outbreak of war. Tensions reached a boiling point when Confederate forces attacked Fort Sumter in Charleston Harbor on April 12, 1861. This assault marked the beginning of armed hostilities and prompted Lincoln to call for 75,000 volunteers to suppress the rebellion. As a result, 4 additional Southern states, Virginia, Arkansas, Tennessee, and North Carolina, seceded and joined the Confederacy. The ensuing conflict was characterized by a series of bloody battles, with both sides experiencing significant losses. Notable engagements included the First Battle of Bull Run, Antietam, Gettysburg, and Sherman's March to the Sea. The war's brutality and scale were unprecedented in American history, with new technologies such as rifled muskets and ironclad warships contributing to the high casualty rates. Emancipation Proclamation and changing objectives. As the war progressed, its objectives evolved. Initially, the Union sought to preserve the Union itself without necessarily addressing the issue of slavery. However, the Emancipation Proclamation, issued by Lincoln on January 1, 1863, changed the war's focus by declaring all slaves in Confederate-held territory free. While this executive order did not immediately free all slaves, it shifted the war's moral purpose and inspired African Americans to join the Union Army. Turning points and the road to Appomattox. Several critical turning points influenced the war's outcome. The Union victory at Gettysburg in 1863 marked a pivotal moment, halting Confederate General Robert E. Lee's northern advance and boosting Union morale. Concurrently, Union successes in the Western Theater, including the capture of Vicksburg by General Ulysses S. Grant, split the Confederacy and secured control of the Mississippi River. Grant's relentless pursuit of Lee in Virginia and General William Tecumseh Sherman's march through Georgia further weakened the Confederacy. The fall of Richmond, the Confederate capital, in April 1865, signaled the impending collapse of the Southern cause. On April 9, 1865, at Appomattox Courthouse, General Lee surrendered to General Grant, effectively ending the Civil War. Reconstruction era. The war's aftermath ushered in the era of Reconstruction, a tumultuous period lasting from 1865 to 1877. The Reconstruction aimed to rebuild the South, integrate newly freed slaves into society, and redefine the relationship between the federal government and the states. However, conflicting visions of Reconstruction, resistance from Southern whites, and the rise of the Ku Klux Klan hindered progress, leaving a legacy of racial tension and inequality. Legacy and impact. The American Civil War left an enduring impact on the nation. It led to the abolition of slavery, solidified the supremacy of the federal government over states' rights, and laid the groundwork for a more centralized nation. The war's memory persisted through monuments, memorials, and a complex narrative that continues to shape discussions about race, identity, and the role of government in American society. In conclusion, the American Civil War was a watershed moment that tested the nation's resilience and commitment to its founding principles. It was a conflict born out of profound societal and economic divisions, and its resolution set the stage for the United States' emergence as a more unified and powerful nation in the years that followed.